Hello. How do you like that intro? Hi, everyone. Happy Friday afternoon. So, I'm here today to talk a little bit about a therapeutic intervention, a cool new one that I discovered. Yeah, I'm going to say discovered. No, it's not new. It's just a little aberration of empowerment activity. That's right. Taking taking something and giving it to the client or giving it to your patient, saying, "Look at what you can do for yourself. Look at what you can do for yourself." So this is what happened. I was in session today, and I was talking with someone. He's working. He's working really hard. He has a severe and persistent mental illness, like myself. And what was happening was he's a little frustrated. He's a little down, not depressed, but he's working really hard, and the economy is what it is, and price is getting really high to buy things, and it's expensive, and he's not making a lot of money. Okay, he's not making a lot of money. Let's just say what it is. He's not doing the best, but he's working and he's doing really well for what's going on. I'm really proud of the guy. I think he's doing amazing. He's doing a lot better than I did. I'll tell you that. So this is what I was thinking when I'm working with him. He's talking, he's saying, I don't know what to do. I'm working on, it's like I'm making progress, but not really very quickly. And I can empathize. I know what it's like to make progress, but you're not making progress fast enough. People really want to make, who doesn't want to make progress right away? I said, I'm thinking to him. I said to him, I know what's going to happen. I'm going to be talking to you one day, and you're on the phone now, walking through the streets, but you're gonna be in your Lamborghini, or you're gonna be in the back of your Mercedes one day. Hey Max, how's it going? Let's do session. You ready for session? I'm waiting for you. Where are you? I'm like, that's what's gonna happen, right? He's like, yeah. I'm thinking that's what's gonna happen, right? You're gonna be doing really well soon, and trying to get him motivated. But the truth of the fact of the matter is, people are really struggling right now, and there's a culture. We can't escape our culture, right? And as a therapist and someone who understands mental health and mental health disorders, I know that when everyone's struggling out there, people like myself that struggle are going to struggle more. Okay, so as a therapist, I have to be mindful of that, and that I know that when people are working hard, people like me are going to have to work a whole lot harder, and I have to be even more vigilant and even more tuned to my patients even more, and say, hey, look, what can I do for you to give you relief and to empower you to be working that much harder, because that's what it is. It's work. When we have to do things, we have to get things done. It's work. We forget that, but we should be motivated. And like one therapist once said to me, I'm gonna be your cheerleader. That's what my purpose is here. And the therapist really should be your cheerleader. They should be cheering you on, rooting for you, because the people around us, they don't do really much sometimes. We'll call them, hey, what's going on? We'll talk about themselves a lot, and they'll expect you to motivate them. But click when you're ready to talk about yourself, right? So here we are. Here we are. It's Friday, and I'm here to share with all of you something to give to your clients or the people in your lives, or maybe yourself, if you want to, be motivated and, feel like you're empowered, and you really feel like the reins of living and life is in your hands. Okay, so this is what happened. I said to him, okay, what can we do here to feel better about this situation? How about, right? I was watching the news today, and I hear that Mr. Vladimir Putin is talking about the West, right? You know, it's their fault that food is so expensive because they moved away from gasoline very quickly. So I'm like, oh, hmm, what are we gonna do about that, right? It doesn't seem like we can do anything about that, right? As individuals, as people at my level, right? I don't know. Well, what can we do about that? So, you know, so I said, all right, well, maybe we could write a letter, an email to the Department of Transportation, right? And inquire, right? We don't have to holler at them, right? And of course, the Department of Transportation, right, is really sort of an extended metaphor. I mean, it's real, right? And there's really a Department of Transportation, but it's an extended metaphor for people in like your life, right? Whether it's your building super, or your boss, or someone who needs something from you, or you need something from them, right? Someone you need to communicate with. Um, and I said, let's write a letter requesting clarification on what's going on here with gas prices and clean energy infrastructure. So, I didn't want to sound stupid. I don't know, shouldn't use that word. I didn't want to sound misinformed. So, I looked at the DOT website, right? And I'm like, oh, I saw it was like a strategic plan, right? And I emailed the Department of Transportation. I saw there was an email address there for the press. And since we are here, and mental health affairs, right? Mental health affairs.blog, and that's what we're all about here. I'm here as a blogger, first and foremost, and a business owner and a therapist, all together, trying to help people, do what they can do in their lives better. Mental health affairs.blog. So I looked on the DOT website and I saw that the press has an email that they can write to. So I used AI, admittedly, because it does help people with communication issues like myself and other people. So people with disabilities really do benefit from AI because I don't know if you've ever communicated with me. I can speak in tangents sometimes. It can be a little hard to follow me if I'm not psychotic, but not thoroughly psychotic, but maybe edging or creeping or moving towards that space where my thoughts are less linear. And let me tell you something. People really appreciate linearity in an email, and just about everywhere else. So, like one professor once said to me, why are you selling out, Max? Why are you selling out for linearity? Because that's what the world, that's the world, and I have to live in the world. So I used AI to get my point across, right? What can I do? I'm writing an email. I told the AI what I was doing, who I was writing to, and what the tone was, and what exactly information I needed, and I got an email back. Yeah, I did. I got an email back. Not only was the email talking about energy infrastructure, gasoline prices, food, all this stuff, but they even provided me with a special press, information for the press only. This is a basically. So if you go on the DOT website, there's the strategic plan was last updated in 2022. Well, it's 2023, and a lot's happened since then. A lot. So this is, if you go to this website here, you'll see that everything, that there's been a major update to the strategic plan that hasn't been published yet. This will come out, I think, later this year. But if you're interested, take a gander. It's interesting. If you're, if you want to know why gas prices are so high or whatever. The point is, why am I doing this? Why, Max? What's all this about? The point is, I want people to feel like the power is in their hands to get information if they need it, because information is power, right? People want to know things. People want to know why things are happening around them. And when people are confused and disoriented and don't know what's happening, and feel powerless, they're even more desperate for information. I know that when I'm confused and when I don't know what's going on, or when I really need something to happen, I really like what's happening. I'll call people, the emails will go out, and I'm in a desperate frenzy for survival, because if you don't have information, or the right information, it can mean your survival. So here at Mental Health Affairs, again, mental health affairs.blog. We're all about survival because, as humans, we want to survive. And we want to keep going. People want to live, and not only live, we want to thrive in our lives. But in order to do that, we have to have information, and we have to understand that there's a culture to mental health, and the culture around us impacts not only our mental health, but how people with mental health disorders live in the culture around them, right? That's what happened here, right? So in this society, right, this capitalist, whatever society, we have civic duties and civic institutions, and these civic institutions provide information and give us information. And during this intervention, I was able to connect my client with the right civic institution, saying, "Hey, look, this is where you'll get the information that you need, right? This is how, and this is the way you can communicate it, and this is a constructive way of doing it, and hopefully, later on, this will be remembered, and my client and other people that try this empowerment activity can be like, oh, okay, so wait a minute, so Max wanted to feel better about, the fact that he has to work harder to get things done or get things in his life, to live and eat and survive. So he contacted DOT. What can I do about the fact that there's water leaking from my ceiling? Oh, I'll write an email to the leasing agency in my building. Okay. Or, what can I do about this or that? There's always a plan that needs to get executed, and communicating it with the right people will help you execute that plan the right way. It's all connected. I mean, it's mental health, right? This is mental health affairs. A little taste of what we do here. A little taste on a Friday afternoon. So I hope that this little taste gave you a better idea of what mental health affairs is all about. Please visit us at mentalhealthaffairs.blog. We're all about helping people get a better taste of, mental illness, because life shouldn't be a struggle, but a struggle, and it shouldn't taste so bad, right? We should enjoy our lives and living. So do so by reading mentalhealth.blog and recovery now today. Enjoy, everybody. Happy Friday, and have a great weekend. Take care.